You mean to tell me for the last 4 months, this situation has been evolving like a Pokemon? We finally get a response from MrBeast, and I still haven't texted Fine Shotty back? Crazy times. To put into perspective how long the situation has been going, for 4 months, I was talking to this one girl, and she was a very lovely girl, and then we just stopped talking. That's like majority of like how most talking stages are these days. I have the urgency to text her back, but I probably won't. But at the point, but that's how long it's been. I was talking to a shawty for 4 months and then it just falls out. That's how long the situation has been evolving. Literally evolving like a Pokemon. And over the last 4 months, I just haven't been covering the situation because I don't milk stuff. They don't call me Pegasus. We're not even admitted into this video and I'm already throwing shots. But yeah, I didn't want to milk this. I don't even know what was going on half the time. So here's what I know before we get into what's been going on for the last 48 hours. Dogpack404 dropped the third video. I think it was called MrBeast's like super secret CEO or something of the sort. But then there was so much misinformation on that apparently that he ended up deleting the video. And then a bunch of other stuff has happened as well that I don't even remember. That's the only thing I remember, that there was a third video that is now deleted because my videos, from what I remember, were about the first two videos. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. 4 months later, MrBeast has finally responded to everything. This video will probably be all over the place. But before I do start looking at like the interview between MrBeast and Oompavilles, MrBeast did drop something on November 1st that says, a 3-month investigation into allegations regarding my company has concluded. The law firm / investigators reviewed millions of documents and messages and conducted 39 interviews. I was asked to refrain from making public statements to enable a detailed and unbiased investigation, and then show screenshots of the conclusion that I will show on screen right now if you want to pause and read them for yourself. So, to my knowledge, MrBeast drops that tweet of, saying that the investigation has been concluded. Soggy Cereal, who I've covered before on the channel talking about slop content that he deleted, made a video talking about the truth about MrBeast and Dogpack404. He drops that. It's about an hour and a half long. People reacted to it. I didn't react to it because I was just kind of waiting for everything to essentially die down and see if MrBeast would actually respond. And then he did. But before he did, actually, CoffeeZilla made a video investigating MrBeast on crypto scams. And like I was just saying, Oompavilles drops the 2.5-hour video interviewing MrBeast and he responds to everything. What I've been hearing is that essentially Dogpack is a salty, sore loser ex-employee because he was begging for a second chance to work at the company, because in Soggy's video at the start, he leaks an audio of Dawson, aka Dogpack404, begging for his job and, begging for a second chance, doesn't get it, and then makes the hit pieces after the whole Ava Chris Tyson situation that went down. And then on Twitter, I found a thread by Drama Alert where MrBeast essentially discussed the main important points that we're going to look at. We're gonna, watch a few clips from this thread here, and honestly, you as the audience and the viewer can come to your own conclusion. I personally think this is just the average PR lawyer response interview that you could get, regardless if he didn't sign no NDA and he's just saying it how it is, because you either believe him or not, and that's ultimately up to you. I'm here to show you the clips of what he's saying, and then you can decide for yourself. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, so if you would like to join me on that journey, please consider subscribing. And without further ado, for the second time I think, let's get started. So the first clip I'm about to play is MrBeast acknowledging why he took so long to respond, which I believe I already mentioned. The reason he took so long was because the third-party investigators recommended him that he shouldn't, respond publicly yet until everything was finished, because they wanted an unbiased retrospective, I guess is the way to put it. Essentially saying, hey, could you not say anything to the public so that way the public doesn't infect our investigation? Which makes sense because this is legal stuff going on, so I understand. And like I said, most people on the internet want things quickly, but with legal stuff, things do take time.
And part of that investigation is they recommended that I not talk about drama or really do anything online because it might influence, witnesses or any people they might interview or ex-employees. So it's a little unfortunate because I told them, okay, I'll wait till the investigation is over. And I believe that was literally like a week before the Dogpack video came out. And then truthfully, just in transparency, I've never done one of these like big investigations before. And in my head, it was going to last like 2 or 3 weeks. It ended up taking a couple months. Apparently combing through all the documents and doing all the interviews and everything just took way longer than I thought, because I've never had to bring in a top tier law firm and a former federal prosecutor and let him, do this really big thing. And so that kind of concluded a couple weeks ago when I put out the tweet of the follow-up.
Yeah.
Like, that was the day I got the conclusion of it. And I was like, okay, in transparency, I'll throw this out. So up until that point, it was, you know, I told Quinn Emanuel that, you know, to protect the integrity, I wouldn't do anything or engage in any of this drama. And then after that, yeah, like you said, a lot of stuff had come out between when the investigation started and when it ended. And I was just kind of like, whoa, I don't really know how to like hit this stuff. And I made like a little response video, but it's just kind of not my style, where I just kind of like put a lot of the information that I assume we're going to talk about here out. And it just felt weird. Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I've never been in a situation where people have thrown this much stuff at me, and I definitely could have handled it better. Like, I probably should have, like, the second I could have talked, like, I don't remember the exact date, 2 or 3 weeks ago when we put that report out, probably should have done something like this right then. If I could go back in time, I would. And yeah, that's kind of like the brain dump, and then here I am.
So MrBeast mentions the fact that he had a little response video ready to go. In the back of my mind, I was very interested to see what that would look like, because everybody knows YouTuber responses, majority of the time, are very bad. We've had very good few responses on the internet, but usually YouTuber responses are some of the most shitty responses you'll ever see. So I am curious to see what that would look like. Obviously, that's what we didn't get. We got Oompavilles interviewing MrBeast, addressing everything, but in the back of my mind, it would have been interesting to see what a YouTuber MrBeast response would have looked like. Now, we get to like the first irrelevant point, I guess, in a way. It's the fact that MrBeast uses CGI in his videos, well, I guess rampant CGI in his videos. Now listen, I really don't give a fuck if a YouTuber uses CGI in their videos. But, you know, people came at this point because time and time again, MrBeast would say, oh, I never faked my videos. Everything that we do is legit and shit like that. I get why people came at him for the CGI shit. Me personally, I just don't have it in me to give a fuck. If a YouTuber uses CGI in their videos, okay, cool, whatever. It makes their video more, you know, I guess aesthetic or whatever. I don't even know. I don't really give a fuck. Alright, movies use CGI too all the time. I don't know. It's the first irrelevant point. I'll play you some of the clip now, but I just really didn't care that he uses CGI in his videos.
So, why do you choose to use it?
Good question. And yes, I do think rampant use of CGI can undermine it, and I try to do my best to be transparent. Did you ever see So Crispy's video where they showed the behind the scenes of our Squid Game video?
I did, yes.
Yeah, so we've done that. We've done lots of BTS videos on them, and we've done other BTS videos. So I try to show it transparently, but let me think about it. I mean, honestly, the truth is, like, obviously there are channels like Corridor Digital and stuff like that, but can you really think of any, like, entertainment channels like mine that really do this, like, even have the budgets to kind of do this kind of stuff? It's something I've always thought a lot about, because, like, we're really pushing boundaries, and, like, I want to, like, keep leveling things up, and I think that's a cool way to do it. But it's not like there's some, like, playbook on how to, like, incorporate it, right? Because no one else really does it.
The next clip I want to play you is MrBeast addressing the illegal lottery allegations, which was kind of one of the main points in Dogpack's first video. Dogpack said that MrBeast did 3 illegal lotteries, but then Soggy Cereal's video said that MrBeast did 2 out of the 3 were perfectly legal, but then there was 1 that was actually an illegal lottery. But then here in the clip, MrBeast says that he has the team looking into it and that they never did an illegal lottery at all. Everything was perfectly legal.
Was there any compliance, any steps taken to prevent this? What is your just perspective on that?
Yes. So I don't think we did. I have people looking into it and, like, trying to pull the footage and figure it out. You know, he disproved the 2, which, I mean, those were crazy. I don't want to just, like, speculate. I have a team looking into it. I don't think we did, though. But regardless, just to be truthful, if people want a refund or think for whatever reason, like, we did something wrong, like, I'll send you a link that you can just put in the description where they can get a refund. Maybe just throw it on the screen here.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, at the moment, that's all I really have to say. Maybe I could do a follow-up in the future. I'm trying to, you know, dig up all the footage from that live stream. This was like many years ago. Like, this isn't like something I did 3 months ago.
Yeah. COVID.
Some way, somehow, I completely forgot to play the first clip where MrBeast is saying that he most likely will sue Dogpack 404. Like, I completely forgot to even play that clip at the start, so I'm just gonna do that now.
Are you going to sue Dogpack?
Well, you know, there's tons of examples of him intentionally manipulating things to not be true and posting it online. Tons and tons and tons of that. Soggy has basically an hour and 27-minute video, and an hour of it is just flat out proving manipulation and lies, and caused a lot of harm to my businesses. I mean, I've literally had people pull out millions of dollars and then tell me it was directly because of his video. And don't worry, I instantly was like, can you send that in writing? So, if I win a case or anything, I can directly point damages. No reason why. And so, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Like, I don't want to be put in this situation, but probably gonna have to. I mean, it's just. I mean, what do you do if someone's just spreading misinformation about you and just causing harm to your business and like getting it to the point where you might have to potentially fire people because it's costing you so much revenue? It's like, it's not fair to the people in my companies. You know what I mean? It's just sad. It's not a thing I take joy in, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So, yes.
They're not done drafting it up, but once they're done, more than likely, yeah.
Okay.
Now, there's obviously way more information, so much more to cover here, but honestly, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. It's this whole like, do you believe what MrBeast is saying or not? It's just truly up to you. I laid out the information and most of the clips that I could find via Twitter. There's definitely way more stuff that I didn't cover here that other people are covering as well, aka the mainstream commentary YouTubers. All right, I just gave you what I was able to find in an hour. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I will leave a link to Oompavilles' video in the description and the document that they provided as well. I will leave a link to Coffee's Della's video and Saki Cereal's video. So a bunch of videos in the description if you want to be fully invested into this other stuff. I think this is where I'm going to leave it at for the entirety of the MrBeast stuff regarding to making videos of it. I'm not making any more videos of this situation at all, even if draw bombing more information. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just saying words. But if any insane crazy information drop, I don't think I'll cover it. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you are new, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.